Okay, here's a video of tools in the garage and where they are, just an overview. To start, over here we have the one compressor, two compressor down here with some air hoses down there, and I use them both together, and it's pretty easy to see that we've got clamps, bar clamps here, some up here is extension cords. It's not all the extension cords I have, but there's a long one in the shed as well. Up here we've got lights, and as you can see, that's where I'm storing the two-wheel dolly. As long as we're looking up here, I've also got the broom up on top of stuff there, and spring clamps there, and then miscellaneous small screws and hardware and things are in all these drawers. Some of them are labeled, some of them you can just kind of see through what's in there. And then my toolbox is here. I got lots of stuff in here, pretty much all my socket wrenches and some other stuff in here, and mostly sockets and screwdrivers on the top. These are all different kinds of pliers, and down here is a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. In this guy here, I've got my sanders. Sanders are down back here. This guy here is my big drill. I keep it in the box because it stores well. Belt sander down here, way in the back, that blow molded case. There's a buffer for cars. We ever get a car that we're concerned about the paint. These guys here are tools for putting up crown molding. Angle grinder, keep that in the box as well. These are long bolts, and then obviously table saw here. And then let's go up top. We've got different tools up here. You can see that's labeled stapler. This one's labeled multifunction oscillator. The next one is my blowtorch with also solder stuff in there. That orange handle thing is the Dremel tool. Then I got my jigsaw, 18 gauge nail gun. That box is empty. Those are my drill driver and the orange cloth case. We got hole saw. That box, that red box that's next to the right there, is PVC stuff. I should label that. Then I got the PEX stuff there. These are soldering guns that don't really work. This is sandpaper right here. This is tap set. These are my nails. Bottom one is nails, top one is screws. And then here's some nails and screws that are big that don't fit in that in boxes. These are car stuff. It actually says car stuff. Different things in there, like parts, and also that's where all my grease is. And then you can pretty much just see everything on these pegboards, so there's not much to talk about there. I got stuff on here. This is the laser level. Down here is actually the only thing in there is a remote car starter. Batteries are in this top one here, and behind this I've got two boxes. You can see two tomato boxes stacked there. Behind that, one of them is miscellaneous parts, usually taken off something where we're going to throw something away, and I think, well, I can save that maybe. And then the other one is a bunch of different wood tools, different kinds of clamps and things. And then we've got way back here an 18 gauge flooring nailer sticking up. this is my reciprocating saw, and this box is currently empty. Underneath here you can see I'm storing small scraps of wood. These are medium-sized scraps of wood, and then back up here are all the long scraps of wood. And while we're at it, over here are all my plywood size kind of scraps of wood, and over here are the really skinny trim kind of scraps of wood. Gotta do better with that. Back over, moving along. In this cabinet, I've got down below various liquid kinds of things here. It doesn't freeze in the garage, but nevertheless, I don't have anything stored here that would damage if it was frozen. And then I have plumbing supplies, sanding stuff that's not just the paper, and that also includes some drywall tools, or whatever, spatulas and things like that, but mostly like sanding blocks and things are in here. And then this is miscellaneous other kinds of parts that aren't in that first box that I mentioned earlier underneath the workbench. And then over here I have some different stuff. I have on the bottom, that's my framing nailer, and then there's some different nails and drywall screws in here. And then this guy here is my harness and rope for climbing. And then labeled here are trays that have nuts, washers, and different staples. So far I've got some blank ones that aren't organized yet in there, and other miscellaneous junk. This is a carpet stretcher that we've never used, and then getting close to being done. And here I have down on the bottom router. That's my big hammer drill with bits that I have and chisels. Here's mouse traps. This is a microscope. I think I also have in here the digital microscope, and then I've got different stuff. Here's the adhesive hooks. This is a really big strap for holding down things like tractors. I have an extra one of these, by the way. I have two of those strap things, and miscellaneous hardware in here. That looks like it's the drawer pulls for under cabinets. I got different kinds of kitchen handles. This, I forget, these are different kinds of household hardware things. What can you see in here? Those are different handles. You can see there's an extra handle like we have on the bathroom downstairs, for example. And then I've got a screw gun for drywall. This is another drill that's corded, and it's just some miscellaneous stuff. This is that birdhouse I made that we never ended up using. And then over here, this is where we have the cleaning paper, drop cloths, moving blankets, 2 boxes of them, and some different tarps in here. And then I've got in these drawers, this one is work gloves, and this one is, you can't see it easily, but is this one is snips, tin snips. And over here I have not much, but I'm storing up here epoxy paint and epoxy, and down here I have some some more drywall stuff. This is actually drywall mud, and this is one of those, I forget what you call it, but thing that you use to hold the drywall. Might as well come over here. Obviously snow blowers there. These are alphabetized records. The ones without the little labels on them means they're not alphabetized. So this box and this box and this box are all not listed, not alphabetized. They're not listed yet on audio on Discogs. Here's some car tools and things. We got a floor jack, and this is salt and snow melt in those buckets, and various tools that are easy to see, and the blower there. And then the last place we keep tools out here is under here on this left side. There's oil, and then behind there, you can pull that out. It's a little bit hard to pull because it's not on wheels or anything. Is a few car things like jack stands, and then liquid car stuff. There's a bunch of different things for cleaning cars. Down below here is my creepy crawler, which works as a nice thing to pull these guys out. And this one is miscellaneous stuff, including flooring stuff. I've got another floor, 16 gauge flooring nailer in here, and other miscellaneous stuff. And this is all my spray equipment, paint spraying equipment. Oh yeah, I forgot. And then over here is the other thing we store tools in. And in the top here, we've got all my wrenches, they're both adjustable and fixed. They're all over the place in there. Here we've got hammers and chisels of various kinds, and punches. Here I've got different wrenches and sockets and things in here, and specialty stuff, I guess we can call that. Let's do this. And then this one, we've got different kinds of drills, hole saws, specialty drills in those cans. Back corner here, got the various automotive stuff. Here's the testing tool and other automotive testing. Battery charger. These are pullers here. Long bits, because this, remember, drill bits. Mechanic stethoscope there. And then down here, it's stuck. I've got various kinds of staplers and staples, hacksaws, pry bars, riveters, and rivets, and a few other things. And that is the tour of tools and stuff in the garage. My tool belt, shop vac down there. That's basically it.